Now it's time for the games that make or break this right here. This is what you get when you pick these particular games right.
At the end of this week, just like last week, you know who will be holding the chain. Des Clark, the professor, the champ. Call me any of those things.
I don't know about that, man. Okay. So your first game is ridiculous. You got the Buffalo Bills at the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
And you're picking the Washington Commanders.
I'm taking the Commanders. I'm taking the Washington Commanders.
You're talking about me. I need to be tested. I don't know if that's you that needs to be tested.
Well, I am an adult. But anyway.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business. Yeah, it's the perfect fit. Diego, this is where the chain belongs. Mr. Thompson, y'all know where the chain resides. It resides in Orlando, Florida. So, welcome back home, Pick'em Pros chain. That's how we're going to start off the show. The other thing is this. Start calling me the professor, because obviously I got to take you guys to school and coach you and teach you how to make proper picks. Because week 2 just showed that I'm dominant. I'm the most dominant figure on Pick'em Pros. And if anybody else out there really want to pick the games to win the games, don't go with Diego. Don't go with Derrick. You go with the other D. You go with Desmond. Like I said, there's only one pro on this show. I'm the Pick'em Pro. So let's get it started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Bill Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house with a special episode of Who You Got, father and son dynamic duo. We are coming at you from the road yet again. Try not to make too much eye contact here. Don't want to make my mother and my wife mad, so I'm going to focus here on the road. But we are giving you our NFL picks, week 3 picks. This guy got lucky and got the chain, along with Desmond Clark, former tight end of the Chicago Bears. He's the third Pick'em Pro. And yes, he also got the chain. They went 9-7 this past week, so they're happy, gloating. I'm gonna let you go on and take it away, man. What you got to say about week 2?
Yeah, well, me just picking, got back on track. See, that first week, that was a practice week. I don't need first week. You decided to be a try hard first week. Try to go for all. Me, I'm just coasting through. But now this is when I've fully come through.
Okay.
So this is what I do.
This is what you do. All right. Interesting. So yeah, you guys are bragging, posting side videos. Check out our shorts. They're all hyped because they finally, did better than going 7-9. But the thing is, I'm still the king. I still have the best record. I have a winning record. Okay,
by like one game?
Contrary
by one
to
game.
my co-hosts who do not have a winning record. See, I'm just spitting facts. It's facts over feelings. I'm just spitting facts. I have a winning record. You want to get the right picks, you're going to go to this guy. So they're still chasing me and, in hopes to catch me, but they can't catch me. I let them get a little closer, but
you're only about one game. That's
guys are not
going
to catch
chase
me.
Down. It's an easy chase down block.
All right, man. Well, hey, man, you got a big game tomorrow, man. You ready?
Oh, yeah. Rival game.
Rival game? Okay.
Yeah.
Playing JV football. Got a rival game tomorrow, so looking forward to that. We're going to be on hand getting some footage of that. We're going to make a hype video for you guys. So we're excited about that. But all right, man. Well, hey, let's get into these week 3 NFL picks. We agree on 10. So there's 16 games this week. We agree on 10 of them. We disagree on 6. So we're split on those 6. I'm on the island for 2. You're on the island for 2. Dez is on the island for 2. So we're going to go into those. But let's start off like we do every week. Let's start with the 10 that we agree on, and then we'll move to the games that we disagree. All right?
All right, man. Cool.
All right.
So first,
and we will have, and Dez will chime in on all the games that we disagree. So when we get to the games that we disagree, Dez, we'll have his footage and we'll pipe his in. All right.
All right, so first game is New York Giants at San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
No surprise, we all got the 49ers.
Yeah.
It's their first home game of the year on prime time.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hype. Brock Purdy's been playing well this year, and the Giants have no Saquon. So that's gonna be a really tough blow for them, and we all got the 49ers.
Yeah, definitely have the Niners in that. The Giants, though, big shout out to them. We needed that comeback win last week. We both had the Giants over the Cardinals. Dez was on the island for the Cardinals last week. Cardinals were up 20-0 at halftime. And then we put out a post on cue at halftime. We're like, there's no way the Cardinals are going to win this. We knew ownership was going to make a call down to the team. And right on cue, the comeback happened. And we called that one. So we were pretty proud of that. That was pretty fun. All right. Okay. So that's game 1. So what's the second game out of 10?
All right. Second game is the Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
We all have the Tennessee Titans winning this one.
Yeah.
I think the Browns with no Nick Chubb, I don't think they're anything. So because Nick Chubb is just a driving force of that team. And the Titans have been pretty much on a roll this year. They lost week 1 at New Orleans, but that was only a 1-point loss. And then they won at home against the Chargers. So they look to be pretty decent, and I think they can go into Cleveland and win this game.
That was an impressive win. And shout out to Dez. We'll give credit where credit is due. He did pick Tennessee to beat the Chargers last week. He was right on that island game. We were both wrong on that one. But yeah, we've all got the Titans here to get that one. All right. What's the third game?
And the third game is the Atlanta Falcons at the Detroit Lions.
Oh, we Detroit?
We all have the Detroit Lions winning this game.
All right, Detroit.
We think that the Falcons' magical run of 2-0 is gonna come to an end. They've kind of stolen a couple here at home, but it's their first time stepping on the road this year, and I know the crowd's gonna be hyped to get their first home win of the season in Detroit. So Detroit.
Yeah, come on, Detroit. Should have got that win last week, but we're gonna stick with you for another week. I picked Detroit to win their division. I think we both did. We both picked Detroit to win the NFC North. So, yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and take care of business and get this one. Nothing else for me to add on this one. I think we're all in agreement there.
Yeah. Our fourth game is the Denver Broncos at the Miami Dolphins. We all have the Miami Dolphins. You can argue that at this point in the year, they're the best team in the AFC or even the league right now. Based on the way they're playing, the way that offense is explosive. Tyreek, Mostert, Tua looking like an MVP candidate. So we all got the Dolphins beating the Russell Wilson Broncos.
Yeah, the Dolphins are looking good. Fun to watch. What more fun team is there than the Miami Dolphins? So definitely happy for them. Love to see what they're doing there. Happy Tua is staying healthy so far. Hope he can continue and stay in the MVP hunt. Great game last week. They pulled that out against the Patriots. So, yeah. Now, the Broncos, though, I will say, I don't think they're as bad as advertised. I think they're going to continue to get better throughout the season. If they were playing almost anybody else, I probably would go with the Broncos this week. I think they're due, and they're going to get their fair share of wins this week, but Miami on the road is not the one. So I think they will go 0-3, but start to pile some wins later in the season.
Yep. Well, I hope Russell Wilson turns that around. And next week, the fifth game, The Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Texans at the Jaguars.
Yeah, we all got the Jaguars winning this week. Coming off that home loss, getting that first home win, and we all made the mistake of picking the Texans last week. They got blown out at home to the Colts.
We got burned by that one.
So,
not gonna get caught with that one again.
Yeah,
not gonna get caught the banana in the tailpipe. It's not happening.
There's definitely a chance I never pick the Texans again.
Yeah, for real.
So,
that was awful. That was awful.
It was blown. It was like 31-10.
Man, yeah.
So yeah, we all got the Jaguars.
Yeah, we got the Jags. That's the easy one.
All right. Well, sixth game is the Colts, who beat the Texans last week at Baltimore, and this is pretty easy. We all got the Ravens.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
I mean, I don't even know if Anthony Richardson's gonna play quarterback with concussion, and the Ravens at home are a beast. They're a beast of the team, and Lamar, they've been looking great this year. So we all got the Ravens.
Yeah, definitely have the Ravens again. I got the Ravens winning the Super Bowl, so high on the Ravens. Though the Colts, I think they'll hang in there for a little while. The Ravens haven't been just running over people just yet, but I like the improvements. Love how Flowers is playing. Oh man, he looks to be a beast. He's looking like the real deal. So hate to see OBJ get hurt. Don't really know what the deal. Did you hear anything about him with his injury? Okay, we're gonna have to check on that, see what's up with him. But regardless, I think they'll definitely take care of business and get the W this week. All right.
All right. Well, seventh game is the Carolina Panthers at Seattle Seahawks.
Dude.
And we all have the Seahawks.
Man, yeah.
And I mean, they're at home. That's a beast of an environment to play in. I feel bad for Bryce Young. His opening schedule is pretty something. I mean, you go to Atlanta, which is a tough environment when you need to, when it wants to be. You play against that top 5-10 Saints defense, then you go to Seattle. So it's a tough road for him. But I think he's gonna bounce back. I have faith in him. And so
Yeah, Bryce is going to be okay. They've got to protect him, so that clearly is important. But they can just keep him healthy, not lose patience. I didn't pick them to win the division this year. I picked Atlanta to win the NFC South. I thought they'd take their lumps, but if they can just hang in there, I see some good things with Bryce. They just gotta keep him healthy, and I think they're gonna be okay. But definitely have Seattle. Can go with the hometown team this week. Got to go with Seattle. Shout out to Starbucks. Got to go with Seattle this week to get the W. So we all agree on that.
Yep. And then the eighth game is the Chicago Bears at the Kansas City Chiefs. And we all got the Chiefs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce.
Wow.
Chris Jones had a great first game last week. And it's in Arrowhead. Justin Fields.
Wow.
And they've been looking middle of the pack. So, no brainer, Chiefs.
They have absolutely no shot. I went out on the island last week with my only island game with the Bears. Hey, they kept this somewhat close. That would have been huge if I would have gotten that one. I would have had Dez on the run. Dez got lucky on that one. So.
All right, well, the ninth game is the Dallas Cowboys at the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals are at home.
That's true. That's about the only advantage they have. So yeah, we all got the Cowboys. They're looking like one of the best teams in the NFC, and the Cardinals are not one of the best teams in the NFC, and they are tanking. So we all got the Cowboys.
Yeah, we all definitely have the Cowboys. Again, I picked the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl. Man, my picks are just looking amazing. Pick the Cowboys, go to the Super Bowl. They're looking strong, man. That Cowboys Ravens prediction, pretty solid, you have to admit. But anyway,
you gotta watch the Dolphins.
Dolphins looking good, but I feel really good about my preseason prediction there. But yeah, Cowboys are going to roll. Cardinals might not score. This might be 60-0.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I don't
be
even know if the
bad.
Cowboys starters are playing the second half.
It's gonna be bad. Yeah, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad.
All right.
And the last game that we agree on is the Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 2-0 Baker Mayfield led Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Baker, man, y'all gave up on Baker too early.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the Bucs fans out there. And we all got the Eagles winning. I think Baker's magical run, little 2-0 run, is going to come to an end, and Jalen Hurts and all of them are going to look to go to a 3-0 start. So,
yeah, I'm going with the Eagles, man, but I don't know. That game's going to be tricky.
Baker Mayfield's not going 3-0.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, I'm not going on an island with it, so I'm not doing that. But I don't know. It's in Tampa. Either the Eagles haven't looked great in either of their games. Do love the fact that Swift got 175 yards. I love that. So definitely gonna be playing Swift again in my fantasy leagues. But yeah, definitely going with the Eagles here. Speaking of fantasy, digress for a minute. So I'm in 3 fantasy leagues. You know, we had a whole bunch of preseason rankings out there for fantasy. I'm in 3 leagues. I'm undefeated in all 3 leagues. 2-0 in all 3 leagues. And in two of those leagues, hold on. And in 2 of those leagues, got the most points in those leagues. So undefeated all the way, got the most points in 2 of them. Oh man, it's looking like I'm gonna have some more hardware fantasy football. So again, hey, next season, y'all make sure you look at our fantasy rankings. We know I know what I'm talking about. Because again, proof is in the pudding there. So anyway, just had to mention.
Nobody mentioned that.
All right, yeah, I just had to plug fantasy. But everybody that watches, you know, they play fantasy. So I have to mention. I know they want to know what we're doing in fantasy since we put those rankings out there. They may have drafted based off what we put out there. So I want to tell them how we're doing in our fantasy leagues.
Yo, I got Lamar Jackson putting him with MVP, and they got Tyreek Hill. You already know what he is.
All right.
So yeah, now it's time for the games that make or break this right here. This is what you get when you pick these particular games right. So these are the island games, and I'm gonna start off with my game.
So these are the games we disagree on. Okay, so you are on the island for 2, where you're the only one that picked them. I'm on the island for 2. Des is on the island for 2. So we're gonna do yours first, then Des, then mine. Okay, go ahead, Shane, man.
All right, so my first island game is Chargers at Minnesota Vikings. I got the Minnesota Vikings winning this one. They are at home. The Chargers are done. I just don't believe in the Chargers. And the Vikings have a good offense. Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins has been balling out trying to get some money. And while Justin Herbert's already he's fine. He doesn't need anything. He already has his bag. He has nothing to play for. So
wow.
I got the Vikings.
Interesting. The Vikings are at home. Herbert does have his money, but I just can't see the Chargers going 0-3. I think the Chargers are just a better team. The Vikings think this is their year where they lose a whole bunch of close games. Just like last year, they won a whole bunch of close games. And I just think that's how this year is going to go. It's going to be one of those years. Justin Jefferson, I need you to continue to put those numbers up. So I need you to score a lot of points, do your thing. But nah, man, you're wrong on this one. I definitely don't see the Vikings being able to pull this one off. But let's hear what our man Des has to say about this one. What's your take, Des?
Oh man, so let's get started with Diego. Diego, Professor Clark is gonna school you, young kid. I know you're growing up and you're thinking that you know a lot, but you really don't know a lot. And I could tell that you don't know much about these picks by what you pick. You picked the Vikings over the Chargers. So logically you would think, okay, 0-2, 0-2, these are very evenly matched teams. But they're not evenly matched. The Chargers is a better team than Minnesota. Hands down. And we will see that when they play. The Chargers will win. And not only win, I think they're going to win by more than 10 points. Take it to the bank.
All right. So you heard Des's take. Okay, man. So what's the other game that you're on the island for?
All right, well, set my second island game Patriots at New York Jets.
Oh my gosh.
I have got the New York Jets. 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 Zach Wilson.
You do know that Aaron
I know,
Rodgers
I'm betting on
his
Zach
Achilles.
Wilson.
Who?
Zach Wilson.
Wow. You know, okay. So last week, I said I need to have you tested, right? But I was actually wrong. It was actually about a pick that you got right. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe some of the,
Yeah.
maybe some of the ooh-wees making you make great picks. I don't know, but but wow, this is just over the edge. You just said you believe in Zach Wilson. Is that what you just said?
Right now, I do. I believe in him, and I think that defense is going to be. I mean, it's not Zach Wilson. Not the first reason. The first reason is that suffocating defense. That defense is crazy on the line. That defense is an elite secondary, and they got in their running game: Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard on the outside. He's got nothing but help around him.
So you just gonna name the whole roster? I mean, that doesn't mean that they're good just because you can name the whole roster.
Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson are not elite players.
Man, you are tripping. Yeah, okay, yeah, they have a great defense, but their offense is awful. And the Patriots can play defense. The Patriots are led by Bill Belichick.
And the Jets have a better defense. And the offense has Garrett Wilson and Allen Lazard.
You know what? Okay, and I have Garrett Wilson in my fantasy. But I hate to say this, you know Bill Belichick's taking him away. So he's getting nothing.
Oh, well, Allen Lazard is going to ball out.
Allen Lazard ain't going to ball nothing. Not with Zach Wilson throwing him the ball. No. That's going to, ooh-wee, man. Wow.
Well, then they got the running game.
Yeah.
Breece Hall.
I don't know about the running. I don't know about the running game, but hey, let's hear what Des has got to say about this one.
Diego, Professor Clark has another lesson for you, and you need to get this lesson. The Jets no longer have Aaron Rodgers. Do you know who they got at quarterback? You need to go and study, son. Go and study. The Jets ain't winning too many games this year. I know they won with that quarterback last year. They ain't winning with him this year. In that first game that they won against a good team, the Buffalo Bills, it's easy to come off the bench with that adrenaline. But when you know that you're going to start, it's different. And the Patriots are playing at home against Bill Belichick. He's going to take Mr. Zach. He's going to take him to the woodshed. He's going to spank him. They got the Patriots winning at home over the Jets.
Ooh, all right, man. You heard it from Des. Okay, that's his take on it. So, all right, Chain, man, you going to repeat? You really think you're going to hold on to that chain and try to overtake me?
Yeah.
All right. You and Des are dreaming. All right. Well, who we going to next? We're going to the two games where Des is on the island?
Yep. We're going.
Oh, man. We're going to let him go ahead and do his thing. Okay. We'll tell you what. Well, why don't we start off? Let's call the games out and give our take, and then we'll kick it off to Des to explain himself on these two ridiculous games that he's on the island for. So let's start. So what's the first game?
Oh, he is picking the New Orleans Saints to win in Green Bay against Jordan Love and the Packers.
Come on, Des. Now this is nothing but Green Bay hate. That's all it is. That's hate. Get that hate out your heart, Des. That's too much hate to have. Just because you were Chicago Bear great does not mean that you should have all these bad feelings about the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is not there anymore. Okay, so you can get away from all those nightmares that you have. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The Aaron Rodgers era is over in Green Bay. You can move on from that. You can pick the Packers. You can root for it. It's okay. Nobody's gonna hold it against you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What was your take on that?
Yeah, Jordan Love's a nice guy. No drama.
No drama. It's cool. We're peaceful in Green Bay. It's all good, Dad. You don't have to do that. Man, so you think Saints have any shot? They do have a very good defense.
I think
they're showing that.
I think the defense is going to be tough against Jordan Love, but I think since he's been in the league, around the league 3 years, that he's experienced, and that Green Bay defense has had some guys in the past, so I think he's seasoned enough to play against defense like this.
Yeah, I mean that the Saints, their defense is strong, very strong. Hopefully the Packers get some of their guys back. Hopefully they can finally get Christian Watson back.
They need Christian Watson. They need Aaron Jones.
Let's get Aaron Jones back. Aaron Jones, I got you in fantasy. I need you back. So we need to do that. And the Saints, again, the Saints struggle to score. And the Packers have good defense. They'll be able to keep that offense at bay. Think about this being Packers home opener. They'll be juiced up. I think they'll be able to get the edge. But hey, let's go on ahead and kick it to death. See, he's gotten 2 games so far with the Saints, so he's just gonna keep riding them. But he's riding them too long. But let's hear his take on why in the world he's on the island with this Saints pick over my Packers. What's up?
So we got the Saints versus the Packers. Well, first of all, I just don't like the Packers. That's why I never want to pick them. I will pick them if I have to, because I'm not willing to not pick them just because I don't like it and give you guys a game. I know you wish I would, because I probably should spot you guys at least 1 game a week. That'll probably make this more of a fair competition, because right now it's just not fair. I probably need to spot you guys 1 game a week, but I ain't gonna do it this week. Maybe next week. The Packers, they're not a good team, and it just makes me feel good to say that they're not a good team. Yes, they beat my Bears, but the Bears are not a good team either. The Saints, though, the Saints are a decent team. The Saints, they're going to win the NFC South. They got a good quarterback down there. They lost their running back, but it seems like that rookie running back that came in to fill in for the starter, he's going to be all right. He's legit. The Saints are legit, and they're going to beat the Packers. I'm on my island, and I don't care that I'm on the island, because this island over here is real nice. And I'll be the only Saint that's going to come marching in.
All right, so that's his take on that. So that's 1 loss for Dez. Okay, what's the next one, man? What's the second game where Dez is on an island?
Okay, his second game is Sunday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers at Las Vegas Raiders.
Woo! Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. What's your take on that?
Well, I don't think the Steelers are going to win this one, because I think that it's going to be a big environment there in the Raiders house. Jimmy G is going to be out to prove himself. Devontae, Josh Jacobs, they have some good guys on offense.
That's right.
Kind of stacked them. And I think that win on Monday Night Football for the Steelers, they're on a short week. I think they're going to be exhausted, because that was a crazy game. So I got the Raiders.
Yeah, got to fly to the West Coast. This will be So this is the Raiders home opener.
Yeah, it is.
Because they were on the road against
the
Broncos.
Broncos.
Okay, yeah. So home opener, be juiced up for that. Yeah. I think they definitely get this. Think he's looking too much at that Monday Night Football game. A little recency bias there, but don't see how the Steelers are going to be able to pull this one off. But hey, let's kick it to Dez and have him explain himself on why he's on the island trying to steal games. Why are you on the island with this one, Dez? What's up?
All right. So you guys obviously don't see things the way I see it with my picks while I'm on the island. Really? You guys didn't pick the Steelers over the Raiders? The Steelers, they lost to this year's Super Bowl champ, the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, and I already called it. This year's Super Bowl champ they lost to. So that's a game, hey, they're supposed to lose. They're not going to be one of those top echelon teams. But y'all picked the Raiders to beat the Steelers? The Raiders, they don't get no credit for beating the Broncos. They don't get no credit for beating the Broncos. That's the only team that they beat, right? They got beat by my Saints, who I'm going to educate you on the next pick. The Raiders are not a good team. The Steelers are a decent team. The Steelers are going to go to Las Vegas and beat the Raiders handily.
All right, that's his take. Those are the 2 games where Dez is on the island. So we've got 2 games left, my man. Hey, we're at a stoplight here. Good, so I can look at the camera a little more here. See, Mom, wife, I'm being good. I'm not looking off the camera like I am now. I'm driving. All right, but we're at a stoplight. So, what are the 2 games where I'm on the island, man? What are the 2 games where I'm going to extend the lead that I have, the overall lead and winning record that I have? Where are the 2 games where I'm going to extend that on you guys. Please tell us, my man.
I don't know about
what are those
that.
games?
I don't know about that, man.
Okay.
So your first game is ridiculous. You got the Buffalo Bills at the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
And you're picking the Washington Commanders.
I'm taking the Commanders. I'm taking the Washington Commanders.
You're talking about me. I need to be tested. I don't know if that's you that needs to be tested.
Well, I am an adult. But anyway, all right. So, nah, man, I'm starting to believe. I think that this is something where the rest of the world is going to gradually see. It's very similar to, it's not similar to them. I'm not going to go down that path. But anyway, I like what Eric Bieniemy's doing. Y'all got to start to give him some credit. We got to definitely give him some credit. That offense is looking good. They scored 30-plus points against the Denver Bronco defense this past week. And we're kind of discounting their first 2 wins, just saying that, it was poor competition, right? They beat the Cardinals. Okay, we know what's up with the Cardinals. Okay. They beat the Broncos. But for real, I think the Broncos are actually building and getting better. I think a lot of that loss was because of the Commanders. So Commanders looking good. I think this is where they really start to open people's eyes, because what are you going to say now if they beat Buffalo? Then people are going to say, oh man, shoot, okay, Eric Bieniemy really can coach offense. He really can do it on his own. So think they're going to open some eyes this week. Buffalo also, I think, is going to take them a little too light, and the Commanders are going to snatch them, and that's going to be a leading story. So watch out for that. You've heard it here first. I'm calling the upset. I know when these upsets happen, right? Just like how I called how the Lions were going to go into Kansas City, beat the Chiefs. Just like I called how the Packers were going to get that win. Just how I made all those upset calls. This is yet another one just to add to my repertoire. I'm definitely going to be right about this. But hey, let's go and hear what the homie Des has to say. I'm sure he has a lot to say about this one, about me being on the island for the Commanders. What's your take on this, Des?
All right, Mr. Derrick Thompson. So obviously your son takes his cues from you, because some of these picks that you have, I don't get. I just don't understand. The Commanders over the Bills? Really? Have you seen these two teams play? Because the Bills are obviously a better team, and they're playing at home. And there's no more Heineke. So you're not drunk anymore on the Heineke. So I don't know why you picked the Washington Commanders to beat the Bills. It will not happen. The Bills will win this game by at least 14 points. All right, so that's Dez's take. Looks like he thinks I'm crazy, but that's all right. You guys are going to be looking foolish. You're going to see just how much of a genius these picks are. You're going to see that. All right, well, let's end it off. We got one last pick for this week. Week 3 NFL picks, man. Can't wait. What's the last one where I'm on an island for, man? Where we disagree?
Your last pick is the LA Rams.
Yes.
At the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes, at
you
Cincinnati.
You have the LA Rams.
Yep.
I'm not that shocked. You know what I mean? I like the Rams.
Okay.
I like the Rams.
Yeah,
but
you wear the Rams shirt all the time.
It's a very comfortable shirt. I'm worrisome about the Bengals.
Okay.
I don't know about Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But I'm betting on the Bengals, because I don't think they're gonna go 0-3 and this home game. So.
Yeah, man, the Bengals don't look right. Burrow is not right. Don't know if he's gonna play, but I'm making this pick before even knowing what the status is of him. I do know that he's not right. So based off of that, I'm not going with him. And also I have to say, the Rams are playing well. Definitely have to give them credit. They won week 1 in a surprise game.
Yeah, man, don't sleep on the Rams.
Yeah, they won, and then they gave the 49ers a very, very tough battle. So based off of that, based off how they're playing, they came to play. They found a little bit of mojo here. They're definitely coming out. I think this is the game where they really open people's eyes and show them. So, yeah, Jamar Chase hadn't been able to really get off. DBs are talking a whole lot of trash to him. So, yeah, I think the Rams surprised everybody.
All right. DT, The Rams over the Bengals. I actually really can't argue this pick too much. And I want everybody to know, I'm putting it on record right now, that I reserve the right to change my pick and pick the Rams over the Bengals if Joe Burrow do not play in this game. So let it be known, because I don't want no mess about, oh man, it's too late to pick, and I'm picking this. This is Wednesday. This is Wednesday. Before we release this, I reserve the right to pick the Bengals over the Rams if Joe Burrow don't play. But if Joe Burrow plays, the Bengals are going to get their first victory over a good team of the Los Angeles Rams. Book it, take it to the bank, and obviously you can't take it to the bank because you're going the other way. So you're going to have a debit on your next bank statement because we're taking this game from you.
Everybody, bigger. This is another upset here. So see, I'm just going to extend this lead. I can't wait. I can't wait for these week 3 games, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm ready. Good game this week.
Cool, man. Well, hey, we're going into week 3. We're going to wrap up and get on out of here. But hey, we're going into week 3, man. We got to decide what causes we're playing for, man. Have you decided who you're playing for yet?
No, I'm still taking some time.
Dude, it's going to be the end of the season. Last year, I played for the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy out of Detroit. You played for Steph and Aisha Curry's Eat, Learn, and Play Foundation. We knew that off the bat, man. We slipping, man.
I think I'm going to find a local.
You going to find something local? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we've got to, for week 4, we've got to pick our causes because Dez already has his cause out in Orlando. But we've got to get our cause and start to promote that because we are, with these picks, we're going to raise money for a good cause. So whoever wins, we're going to send the majority of funds to that person's cause, and then we'll do something for, all 3 of these causes. But we definitely want to give back just in fun and give us all something else to root for. So we'll have that for y'all ready. We'll have that ready for you next week as we go into week 4. All right? All right, man. What we eating, man? We got the food menu together. It's Wednesday, time of recording here. It's September 20th. We thinking about the food menu yet?
Oh man, got tons of options. Barbecue, wings, burgers, all types of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of options.
All right, okay. All right, we're gonna figure that out. We'll send some people. We'll let y'all know what we end up going with on the food tip, and then shout out to Zaxby's. We got to get Zaxby's in there somewhere, and we're gonna be filming live from Zaxby's in November. We got a big show planned for Zaxby's, our local Zaxby's in Clayton, North Carolina. So we'll be doing that. All right, man. Well, hey, we are almost at the house. Again, had to multitask, get our show in while we're on the way with all this homework and games and whatnot. We got to, record while we're driving here. But thanks for supporting us. We appreciate all the love, and we're going to catch y'all next time. Enjoy the games. All right?
Right.
All right. You know how we sign off. Pick 'em pro.
And if anybody else out there really want to pick the games to win the games, don't go with Diego. Don't go with Derrick. You go with the other D. You go with Desmond. Like I said, there's only one pro on this show. I'm the Pick 'em Pro.
Tavares Jordan.